I'm Roger and welcome back to the Yitatech channel. So you can see the Treem Boom is pretty much complete except from cleaning it up and painting it. Did run into a small problem with the quick attach plate. Go ahead and show you that clip right now. Before I started this project, I made sure that the quick attach plate fit the loader. And it did fit, but after we got through the project a ways, I realized that this top piece is on the wrong angle. And we're pretty much done. Like, this hadn't been welded on, you know, just a few minor details, and made me sick that we had done that much work and now the quick attach plate was wrong. So my dad said maybe we could cut the thing and bend it, and I thought, yeah, sure. That's not going to work, but finally got around to it today. Used the trusty 3-inch cutoff wheel, wherever those are. Came down through here, cut it on both sides, and then used a long pipe wrench and carefully bent it. And now this angle actually fits the tractor right. I may go back and insert the clip. If you look at the first video, you can tell that the angle is off. The bottom angle is slightly off. That's not really going to hurt matters because it's a boom where we're picking up, so this really needs to be right. But I'm happy that it was a very easy problem to solve. I don't know how many brands this particular quick attach plate could be sold under, but just need to check them very, very carefully. Gap there, I cut small pieces of metal. They're welded in. Also cut these pieces here to help support the quick attach plate. Things like my grapple, my rock bucket, even like the regular bucket on the tractor is braced. It's usually thicker metal than 1/4 inch, so that's why I have 4 on each side. Probably a bit excessive. And one thing I never saw on any Treem Boom that's commercially available is a clevis holder. So I have an area to store a clevis on the boom, so I'm not looking for a clevis if I need to use a strap with the boom, because I made the hole so to work with a clevis, and it's big enough to work with a chain. Dress this up a little bit. Everything is fully welded. Took a piece of angle because it's hard to find metal. Metal's very expensive. Cut it in half. That's this piece and this piece now. Figured up the quick attach plate's like $130, $140. May have been 3 or 4 flap discs used on it at $10 a piece. So that's like $180. Some welding rods, maybe $20, $30. So that's like $210 right there. I think the can of paint that I'm going to use is like 20 bucks. So you can see, even though you're making this stuff and making it out of materials that are laying around, it still turns into a bit of a cost. But this thing's going to be pretty nice to use around here. Should be a very, very handy attachment. So to keep things from being boring, I'm going to get a wire wheel on an angle grinder, clean this stuff up, this real rusty metal, make it look a little better, and then get it inside. I have the Treem Boom all painted. Looks so-so. Since I was using metal that had been previously painted or had been laying around and was pretty rusty, it really should have been sandblasted prior to painting, but you know, that just drive the cost up so much, so I just used wire wheel on the angle grinder and cleaned it up pretty good. Since this attachment may wind up laying on the ground from time to time, like use it and just drop it in a random place, I'm going to add some conspicuity tape up the main beam and across here, make it more visible. I was thinking if my buddy Dave was around here, he could do his world famous black and yellow paint job on it to make it more visible, but he lives in Canada and it's too far away. So conspicuity tape is what I'm going to go with. So I'll get that on there and then I'll put it on the tractor and pick up some stuff with it. For the first test, we're going to load this Woods LR72 rake into the back of my truck. brake wasn't really a stress test on the boom. I'm going to try to pick up the back of the truck now with the tractor. Next test, we're going to see if we'll pick up the front of the truck because the front of the truck is much heavier. I don't know if the tractor has the lift capacity to do that, but at least we'll get to test the boom and see what it's capable of. going to be a very handy attachment to have to load things on and off the truck. I also like the way the aerator is stored in the building down here. You can use this to reach in and grab it out instead of having to move it by hand. It's going to make things a lot easier. I also passed all the stress tests. It looks like it's capable of handling more than what this tractor is capable of lifting, so that's a good thing. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it.